Well, it's finally here. One of my most anticipated upcoming city builders, crossed with automation, crossed with exploration, crossed with pirates, and a whole bunch more. This is, of course, Whiskerwood. It's a game all about building up a little colony in, well, the middle of nowhere on these islands, hopefully. And we need to survive and hopefully thrive under our cat overlords. We start with not very much. We start with this little tiny ship here. We need to nav ourselves a trade dock, and I think the trade dock is probably best suited to being put somewhere round about there. The reason being on this specific island is that we want to immediately try and get access to all of these trees and hopefully start chopping them down. Now, I don't have a huge amount of options at the moment, but I can build a warehouse and I can build some steep stairs, but hopefully that should expand greatly. Now, we've got a whole bunch of whiskers that we are going to be using to build up our colony and our city here, and these little guys are mice. Very nice indeed. Okay, first thing that we need to get down is a warehouse. We're going to put a warehouse right about there, I think. We're also going to jump into 3 times speed, because, quite frankly, we just need to get this built. So, let's get it built. This warehouse is going to be where we store all of our resources, and in fact, there is a supply ship to give us the base resources that we will start with. It's going to include 21 logs, 21 hardtack, some machinery, and some woven cloaks as well. Boom, all the way into our warehouse. Now, we have got some debt, and we are going to be seeing a tax collector come our way in 2 days. Now, we can pay the tax collector with a whole bunch of resources. You can see all of the available resources that we can use on this screen. This is a little breakdown of our tax. We don't really have much of a choice, to be honest. That is just what we have to do. Now, tax collector, 2 days. Top left-hand corner, it is there. Resources up at the top over here. Let's explore what we can build in terms of resource extraction. The first thing that we need to get built is, without a shadow of a doubt, a woodcutter, which we are immediately going to try and build. Ooh, okay. Okay. Oh. Paying taxes to the crown is your primary responsibility. Most colonies pay their taxes with ores. Copper pays best, but coal is more plentiful. Fine. Build and fully assign 2 workers to at least 1 mining camp. I will absolutely do that, and as a reward, looks like we're going to get another mouse to come and help us. Now, the good thing is, we're going to get some mice to come and chop some trees. Very, very important that we have a consistent supply of logs, so we're going to do that. We've got a woodcutter down now. We're also going to get ourselves a forage hut. Now, I'm thinking that the forage hut would be quite good on this level. And this is where we can probably start talking about what I think is one of the most interesting sort of elements about this game. It's the verticality. It's the fact that it is spread across multiple different terrain levels. It's very, very cool indeed. How do we access those terrain levels? Well, we're going to build ourselves some stairs. Some steep stairs in this case. And I think something like... yeah, I think something like that. Yeah, I think something like that would be good. The stairs are immediately built. They just get built for the cost of whatever it is, one log. So good to be able to get that done. Now, we have got a whisker ship that has arrived in our dock. There's a whole bunch of ships that are, you know, sporadically going to come and dock here. And I can trade away some of my, I think it's called influence. I can trade away some of my influence in order to nab a few extra mice to come and help work in my colony. I would very much like to take as many as I possibly can. The 2 cheapest is all I can afford. It turns out that they get more expensive the more mice you get. Okay, refuse the rest. That's fine. That is cool. It's not influence, it's approval. I'm very sorry. Either way, we get ourselves a few more total whiskers. Now, I need to get a mining camp. I need to get some people assigned to that mining camp, and we actually need to start mining. Now, there is, if I go into slice views, not the one that I'm after, but we can see some resources that are just chilling out on the surface here. There's some copper ore over there. Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else. I don't think there's anything else immediately available to us. Let's see. So, resource extraction, mining camp, yes. Let's build this. Where do I want to build it? Let's build it over here. Fine. Yeah, so we can see that there is a little bit of copper in the in the mountains, if we kind of just toggle through this slice view here, I mean, ooh, there's a little bit of gold ore over there. Yeah, so there is, like, there's a lot of opportunity here. I mean, maybe coal is what we're going to be going for, at least in the early stages. A little bit of copper up there. It's not a huge problem. We'll get 2 people assigned. There we go. We will achieve our objective, which is grand. Boom. Very, very happy with that. And we get another little whisker for it as well. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up... Oh, look at that. We can actually see right here where all of the different ores are. Gold ore, copper ore. It looks like there's a little bit of copper ore here somewhere. A little bit of coal ore over there. Well, I tell you what. Let's maybe see if we can start making... a little bit of inroads into this area with our mining operation. That seems like a darned good idea. We'll grab our pickaxes and then we will head out, which is perfect. We're managing to stay roughly on top of our logs. We need to get 2 people assigned to the forage hut because we want to forage berries and flax. And in fact, have we got any flax within range of us right now? No. There's some flax up here, but we're going to need to elevate ourselves a little bit more in order to get up there. Either way, not looking too bad at all. So, resource extraction, we've got woodcutters, we've got forage huts, we've got mining camps. We do not yet have a farm. We might work on that in a little bit. Earthworks, I feel like I'm not that bothered about earthworks, to be honest. A fishing dock, yes, I am very interested in doing that, although that will cost us a single bit of machinery, and I don't have many machinery at the moment. I've only got one single machinery. Same with the sawmill, same with the stone cutter, same with the weaver. They all require that one machinery, and it does degrade over time, so you need to replace it with more machinery. What I'm thinking that we should do is we should try and get ourselves some log cabins. Basic 1 whisker cabin for surviving the elements. Yeah, I think we'll start thinking about doing this. The real question is, where do we want to make it happen? I'm thinking, I mean, we can build in the ocean if we want to, as long as we're willing to pay the cost of stilts. I'm not sure that I really am willing to pay the cost of stilts. So instead, I think we're just probably going to start the process of getting a really sort of like rough and ready housing operation up and running. Maybe see if we can try and do something like that. Something like that. Yeah, we will end up paying a little bit in stilts. But I think something like that is fine. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I need 1 more house, which I don't really want to put over there. I think we'll put over here. Yeah, fine. Okay, that is going to be quite a large investment of logs. And if we have a little look down at the bottom right-hand corner, you can see that the number of work hours that we have remaining is not altogether too high. Mining is looking pretty darn good, though, so reasonably happy with how that is all progressing. Probably worth me assigning some more... There we go, some more areas to mine. Great, that's looking good. That will get us a nice little bit of stone, which I have no need for at the present moment. But, you know, we will undoubtedly need it for different things in the future, which is grand. Okay, housing shortage, it's noted up at the top. I am working on fixing that. Tomorrow is probably going to be the day where I do manage to fix it, but that's okay. Log cabins, we've got them down. A cafe, yes, I'm very interested in a cafe, although that will require some planks, and we don't have the ability to make planks quite yet. A bathing dock, somewhere to rinse off. Okay, a grave, and a town hall. Fine, we will get all of that. A campfire, okay. We're moderately interested. And a research lab. Yes, I think a research lab absolutely needs to be our sort of next priority. That means that we need 21 planks and 5 cut stone. So in order to get cut stone and planks, we're going to get a sawmill and a stone cutter. Now, at the end of each day, we will get the opportunity to review exactly what has happened and hopefully get a little bit more approval. Each night, you gain approval based on your Whiskers thoughts. Spend it to recruit Whiskers, issue overtime, enact policies, and more. Okay, and in order to get the true benefit from that, we're going to have to unlock a town hall. Fine, we will do that. We can see what we have produced and made in construction, in consumption, etc. Okay, things are looking pretty good. Upcoming taxes, they're increasing. The reason that it's increasing is because as our population increases, part of the tax comes from population. Same with administration. So the larger that we get, the bigger, more problematic things are going to become. Also, you can see a little breakdown of our approval. Vast bulk of disapproval comes from the fact that people slept outside, or mice slept outside, but we're gonna, fix that tomorrow. That is gonna be absolutely categorically a fixable issue, and in fact, I mean, we might not necessarily be able to totally get on top of things, but I mean, if I was to get another woodcutter, for example, which I could just sort of squeeze in here, I'm thinking that we can maybe get set as high priority. Yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking that we can maybe get this completely done today. That's the dream, anyway. Right, we're gonna keep on getting through this area. We do need to find some copper, if it's all possible. A supplier has arrived. Ooh, okay. So this is kind of interesting. We can choose to increase our debts. At the moment, our debts are at 230. We could bring it up to 272. If I want machinery, some hardtack, and some tea, I don't think that I don't think that I really want to go for the... Well, that's 21 planks, though. I think I will go for the cheaper option. We can refuse supplies, but that will decrease my the trust that the claws, my cat overlords, have in me. So it's not necessarily something that we want to be doing. Also, I mean, this just really... There is copper in here somewhere, but we're really just not finding it at all. So I think I'm going to change tack a little bit here. Yeah, what I would like to do, remove this. Yeah, and instead, there's coal here. So let's start excavating the coal in the areas that we know it is known, so that we can get it. I know it's a little bit inefficient because these little guys are going to have to travel a whole heck of a long way, but that is a-okay. All we need to do is make sure that we've got all the resources that we could possibly need in place in order to try and pay off our tax. And fingers crossed. Uh-oh. Oh, it's just outside. Oh, gosh darn it. That is very irritating. Okay, well, that is a problem. I can move this. Yeah, you know what? Let's move it. Let's move it so that we can mine copper. Copper? So that we can mine coal. Very important. Right, two more people assigned to woodcutting. Now, that does take me out of builders, but it's not necessarily too much of a problem. I think we can survive with that. Good news is that we're now getting a little bit of coal, and what we can do... you know what? Do I want to boost to overtime? I actually do want to boost to overtime. Let's do it, and we've got 6 resources that are just chilling over here. We can say, hey, deliver now. We can get them, get resources to be delivered at any sort of specific instance. I might take the opportunity to do that. That definitely takes our resources in storage above what is due. So that is really, really nice. And yeah, we do need to spend a little bit of approval in order to get, up to speed. But I think that's, for the most part, fine. Now, going to reduce the number of builders, or reduce the number of woodcutters that we've got, so we can nab ourselves an extra builder. Let's keep on getting coal here. That's good. I know you're going to keep working. We've got a little 1.5 hour evening time to chill out. You're going to eat, and then hopefully I think you're going to get back to work. That's the dream anyway. There you go. Double time active. That is what we like to see. No slack in here, because you bet your bottom dollar that we're going to try and get every single little bit of coal out of the ground before the bad guys arrive tomorrow. Well, day 2 has ended, and yeah, we did a pretty darn good job of getting everything sorted for the tax collector. Now, approval-wise, oh heck yeah, we are actually maxed out, which is pretty good. Capacity grows with population size. Okay, so bigger population that we can get, the better. We still have the fresh arrival bonus. That will not last forever. Slept outside. Yep, 5 people sleeping outside, but it's less than we had sleeping outside, yesterday. So that is definitely a step in the right direction. You've generated a high amount of approval. Building a town hall will allow you to spend excess. Yes, absolutely. That is on the cards. Town hall is going to cost us a whole bunch of planks, and yeah, we need to turn our attention to that. Okay, other matters demand your attention. Housing is a luxury. That's fine. I will accept the quest. Absolutely. We will get this done today. I'm pretty certain that we will be done today, in fact. Also, if I have a quick little look down this hole, doesn't look like there is a huge amount of coal that is sort of just chilling around over here. There very well might be, but we might need to do some more investigations. In this department in order to actually uncover some more non-surface level coal deposits. Either way, let's get the building all done today. Let's wait for the tax collector to arrive. Oh, literally, speak of the devil. Quite literally, the devil. So, when the tax collector arrives, we can decide what we want to pay the tax collector with. And in this situation, I think we want to try and absolutely, as much as we possibly can, try and pay them with coal, because the value of coal is way higher than just about anything else. We've also got logs, we've got berries. I mean, I think I would prefer to pay with berries if at all possible. Yeah, so if I was to let things go as at the moment, claw truss would decrease, royal wax seals would increase, but if I can get it above this level over here, then yeah, we can grab ourselves some goodies. And if we can get it up to this level, which again I could probably do, yeah, then we will get even more trust. We will get some more wax seals, and we'll get 2 little goodie bags. This is just totally impossible. We're not going to be able to get get up to that level. I think we're going to do this, to be honest. I think we're going to do this. The Claw delegation will speak to you soon. That is great news. Very, very happy with that. Looks like there is something over here. Just waiting, but that is fine. Yeah, very annoyingly, that does kind of set me back a little bit with regards to building all of these houses. But it's fine. We can get there. Right, you met your first tax payment. Well done. We should expect an increased output from your colony going forward. We've got a whisker ship that has arrived. Yes, I would like to accept as many people as I possibly can. Beautiful. Okay, we've got all the whiskers. It's time to take our gift supplies. These are gift supplies that we get because we did such a darned good job of supplying the whiskers with all of the goodies that they could possibly want. Rusty machinery seems pretty good. A schematic as well seems pretty good. I think I'll take a schematic and the rusty machinery, because the machine is 5 machinery, man. That's really gosh darned good. Okay, we've got a charcoal furnace that's going to allow me to put in logs and get fuel. Also outputs a little bit of pollution. Look, I'm not gonna overcomplicate things. We don't need to be worrying about that quite yet. Also resource extraction. Let's get coal mine there. Is this coal? That's coal there too, but I don't think that's within the range. Stone. Yeah, anything else around here? It's a little bit of copper. As I say, it says there's copper in the hills over there, but I don't particularly like the chances of going for it. Gold ore, not really around here at all. Iron ore, I don't think it's even on this island. It looks like it's on other islands. You know what? Let's just continue to extract from this area. Sure. Let's not sweat the small stuff. I am acutely aware, by the way, I now need to probably try and redistribute my my mice in a slightly better way. We also need to get ourselves more houses. And a lot of houses I do not have. Charcoal furnace, we've got that in place there. It's time for the sawmill as well to get built. Where the heck am I going to build this sawmill, man? This is not a... Here, maybe? I feel like we do not have a huge amount of space for industry. Stonecutter and a sawmill over here. I mean, this feels not very good. We could build this on top. I do like this. I do like this idea. I mean, we would need to clear up a little bit of... We need to clear up a little bit of stuff below. But you know what? Yeah, I guess we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll get a... Oh, yeah, I want to build some paths as well here. Makeshift path, a plank. Is there a difference in travel speed? Makeshift path or a plank path. Doesn't look like there's any difference. The stone path may very well be better. We'll get that into there. That's good. I don't think that blocks access to anything below, which is very, very nice. Houses, we should be able to double stack these houses as well, which I'm very much looking forward to doing. We've completed our quest, which is marvelous, and we get some planks and some trinkets as a reward, which is good. And I think those trinkets can be sold at a slightly higher rate to the cats, which is quite nice. Now, I've got 5 construction workers. These are just these are just workers that just do not have anything else to do. And honestly, I think that the answer to that question is going to be, what do I want to do with them? The answer is, we're going to get ourselves another woodcutter. If in doubt, just do more wood chopping. Just do more wood chopping. This is looking so good. This is looking so darn great. I'm really, really happy with this. I do still want to get some more, well, some more planks. I want to get some more planks. I need to get some more walkways. I need to get a heck of a lot of stuff, but it's looking good. It's feeling good. It's feeling really, really good, in fact. Oh, and there we go. Our third woodcutter is now online, which is grand, just in the nick of time, I would hasten to add. It's going to allow me to get even more wood chopping capability, which is really quite nice. Also, I've got a lot of stone here. What we can do with stone is we can make stone shelters. These are not great quality houses to have, but they are slightly smaller, and you know, we can kind of just throw them down and then maybe just destroy them at a later date if we want to. I mean, it's not really something that I want to do. I mean, I've got the wood. I mean, I've got loads and loads of wood here. It's just about getting, you know, getting it chopped down, really. But I mean, this is looking really good. We just need 5 more. We need 5 more houses. I think we can figure that out, to be honest. I think we can figure that out without using the temporary stone houses. You know what? I'd quite like to do something like this. Yeah, I think something like this would be really quite cool, you know, where we could have like a little staggered approach. Yeah, we don't have anywhere near enough resources at the moment because we need to build. Whenever we click to build something, we will build the support manually, and then the house will come after. So we could build this right here because it would just queue it up. Whereas we can't build something like that or something like that because we need to build the support whenever we click the button. Either way, not necessarily the end of the world. Also want to try and get a cafe. You know, cafe somewhere central sounds like a pretty darn good idea. Also, I'm thinking that we need to bring the mining operation back to here because we need to like level this area so that we can try and expand our housing operation. Also, maybe we could get ourselves an earthworks. Yeah, and then we could start filling in this area here. That's maybe not the worst idea in the world. Let's see what we did today. Wow, approval, again, pretty much through the roof. Subpar clothing, not exactly ideal. Everybody's pretty pleased with me. Upcoming taxes are tiny. That is nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. I don't know when the tax collectors come in. 2 days, but, I mean, it's not like we got tons and tons of resources actually in storage, but it's not bad. Sawmill, we've got all of the resources ready for the sawmill, which is perfect. There have been reports of pirate ransom demands in your part of the world. Under no circumstances are you to yield or consider paying their exaction. Report back. Okay. Refuse pirate demands and we get some machinery and some logs. I mean, I will accept the request. I mean, I can still change my mind and do a little bit of... Ooh, there is some coal down there. I can still change my mind and do some pirate negotiations. I need to go lower a layer. There we go. That's stone, that's stone, that's stone, that's coal. Stone. Okay, fine. Well, start work on that. Start work on that coal. We might as well. Whilst we're over here. There's a supply ship in the dock. I'm gonna go big. I'm gonna go big. It's gonna increase our debt by quite a lot, but it's gonna allow me to get a whole bunch of planks. And those planks actually can be further supplemented by the sawmill that we now have coming in, which is really good. Stonecutter needs a few more planks, but they should all be here ready to go. We actually only have one person that is available for work right now, but that's okay. Right. How am I going to do houses on the second floor here? We got a couple of different options. I mean, first of all, we could just have a straight up second floor. Alternatively, we could kind of, you know, which I was kind of hinting at before, we could kind of have this like staggered sort of second floor. I think I like the idea of a sort of staggered second floor. I think that's kind of cool. So that's going to be 4 over there. 5th over there. That's actually all we need. I mean, we're going to need to get more. We're going to need to get more in a bit, so we might as well, you know, let's zone like 2 more. Okay, I think that's fine. It's quite a lot of investment in woods, to be honest with you, but it's fine. This is inaccessible. This is inaccessible. Yeah, the reason that that is inaccessible is because what we need to do is we need to put a plank path. It doesn't need to be a plank path. It could be a normal path. And in fact, we should just be building normal paths in general around here. But if we do a... Yeah, we do that in there. Then suddenly everything becomes very much more accessible, which is good. Okay, speaking of makeshift paths, let's get path over there. Path over there. Path over here. And a path straight down there. And that will just literally improve our walking speed, getting to the warehouse, feeding everything back to the warehouse. Very, very important. Really critical that everything comes together there. Food-wise, things are okay. Things are okay in the food department, which is very nice. What have we got? Coal there, coal there. I think that's coal. Can't really see in the wall, but this is definitely coal here. Either way, this is all looking good. We got a few logs coming in. This is just about to be built. I do need more people, actually. I need more workers. I know we've got, you know, the maximum number of houses that are currently being planned. I know that's all happening, but I need more workers. I need more workers to go and work in the different areas. Planks are looking good. Logs are looking good. Yeah, we only have one construction worker at the present moment, and that is going to be problematic. Because we just do not have the workers. Same with the stonecutters, right? We're going to need to get stonecutter workers. Maybe I want to take somebody out of wood chopping. But if I take somebody out of wood chopping, I tell you what, I'll take somebody out of the sawmill because we don't need planks right now. We will definitely need planks, but we just do not need them right now. So that's fine. We also need to start thinking about clothes a little bit. Stiff and uncomfortable, but offers warmth and a bit of dignity. Yes, that is, you know, somewhat important. Not mission critical, but definitely something that we want to get sorted. We've got loads and loads of approval. We've got nothing to do about it, but we do have a whisker ship arriving tomorrow, so we should be able to, hopefully, employ some more people. Or more mice, I guess, as they are. And day 4 is ended. Let's end the day. Only 11. Only 11 approval, but, I mean, look at that. Positive, negative. The only reason that it's 11 is because we've capped things at where they need to be. Nice. Okay, day 5 is just kicking off. It is still summer. I've not even talked about seasons yet. Next season in 4 nights. That's fine. We can absolutely deal with that. There's no real pressing rush. Tell you what I am going to do here, just because I know it's going to be a problem in the future. I'm going to get a little set of stairs over there so that my woodworkers have got the ability to immediately get up to the 2nd level. The area of collection is quite large, but I just want to make sure that they've got a continuity of supply, which is going to be quite nice. Where is that whisker ship? It is right here. We are going to buy pretty much the services of each and every rat on board. There we go. Beautiful. Now, that immediately puts us at a massive housing deficit, but it also gives us seven construction workers who can now do a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to building houses. I think we're going to get a stone cutter. Oh, do we not have an apprentice? We have no available whiskers, apparently, that can apprentice. Okay, well, that's fine. We will just deal with that. We'll deal with that for now. How's this looking? It's looking like there's no coal. That's what it's looking like. Looking like there is absolutely no coal at all. There's coal here, somewhere. But not where I can currently get to it. That's fine. Well, what do you know? These houses are coming together very, very nicely. Okay, let's have a little look at one of the... Yeah, let's have a little look at one of these rats here. Or mice, whatever. They've got dirty fur, needs a bath. We should probably start thinking about some of the service-type buildings that we can get that will, you know, for example, give us extra approval. The cafe, the bathing dock. I think the bathing dock is probably the first priority. Yeah, and I think the bathing dock going somewhere here is a pretty good idea. It's pretty central, pretty easy to get to. The cafe, you know, the cafe going down here as well. Maybe not the craziest idea in the world. I think the cafe going here is not bad at all. Oh, I wanted to build the earthworks, didn't I? Yeah, I wanted to build the earthworks to see what that does. Creates terrain. I'm very, very interested in that. A farm? Do I need a farm? We're managing to hold... I was going to say, we're managing to hold even on food, but we're kind of not. So... Oh, there's copper there. I didn't spot that copper. That's cheeky. That is cheeky. Right, let's do two things. First and foremost, we're going to get another mining camp right over here, which is actually the original location, which is where we wanted to build it. And then I think we're also going to move the forage hut to here. Yeah, we'll do that, and that will allow you to forage over here and get access to those berries. We're not going to be able to rely on berries forever. That is absolutely not happening. But, you know, temporarily, should be fine. Now, is that all of our new houses built? That is. That will take me up to only a deficit of 3 houses. Let's get some more log cabins down here. We'll actually get a log back if we build that one there, so that's a no-brainer. Blocks a entranceway, but, I mean, all we need to do is move this around like so, and then get another log cabin in there, and then that will allow... come on. No, if we raise... There we go. Perfect. That will allow us to get... I think that's the last 3 houses that we need. I mean, if I need to build one more, I think we can. We are getting so many logs at the present moment. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm very, very happy with that, to be honest. Very, very happy with that. So, let's get 2 more workers assigned here. Let's get copper extracted. Might not necessarily happen right now. But it'll happen soon. There's a lot of copper. There's got to be copper in these hills. I believe. There's copper over there, so, you know, we can do this. We can absolutely do this. What I do worry about, though, is food. We're gonna need to think about farming. We're gonna need to think about how this works. We are almost finished with the bathing dock construction. We've got 3 homes that need to be built. 1, 2, 3. That's all 3 of them. Yeah, perfect. This looks so darn good. This looks so great. I'm so happy with how this is turning out. Day 5 is over. What have we got? 78 approval. Don't mind if I do. Upcoming taxes, quite substantial. Not gonna lie, they are quite large. We only have a few resources in stock at the moment, because we have been really spending down on them. We're also low on food. Well, that is not something that we want to see happening, so in fact... Let's maybe see if we can try and build ourselves a farm over here. Yeah, I think somewhere like that would be great. Let's do it. Let's do it. I think we'll be fine for food. I mean, we need to have a little bit more, but we're not miles and miles away. How are we doing over here? This excavation seems to be almost totally pointless. But what can I say? I will just roll with it. We're also going to set this area up to be mined. I'm going to try and sort of take this entire level down a little bit. Yeah. Okay, the tax collector is just arriving. Thankfully, we don't have to pay the tax collector right now. We can wait for a few more resources to be delivered. Which is kind of the... Oh, actually, no. Hold on, buddy. I would not like you to do these right now. I'd like you to do this right now. There we go. Let's get this delivered right now, I suppose. Deliver now. And then move to here. Yeah, so you can help out with this copper ore. That's kind of the priority at the present moments. Because I need a few more resources in storage in order to just sort of pull everything together. We're quite close, and, you know, copper does go for a lot, so let's just hope that we can... Let's hope that we can pull it off. There's also a little bit more copper below, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go... we need to go lower. Copper ore. Perfect. Nice. And then turn this off. Great. So we should hopefully be able to get just a few more bits of copper ore out of the ground before we need to get these goods paid, which is the real goal. There we go. Deliver now. Let's get them out of here. What do we got? We got 512 in storage. We got 400 and something due. We got one more copper ore there. It's good. Again, you know, we've still got time. We've still got time. Let's not sweat the small stuff. Let's not sweat the small stuff at all. Warehouse is looking good in terms of total capacity, so, you know, pretty happy with that. Drop down to 2 times speed. For the first time, by the way, we are 100% housed. That is I feel like that's a really, really great place for us to be. We are getting on top of this farm right now. Get one more worker in here. Nope. We don't have a matching whisker. That's fine. We'll get 2 people in here. It's good. We need to do a little bit of farming. Ooh. What do we want to make? What do we want to grow? Flax, berries, trees, cotton. I mean, berries are really the sort of priority for us, I think. So let's get that farmed with some berries, and then we can experiment a little bit later on. Now, is there more copper over here? Heck yeah, there's more copper over there. I mean, the more copper we can get... Here we go. The more copper we can get... This is a proper mine operation right here. The more copper we can get out of the ground before we turn around and give it to the tax collectors, the better we're going to get. Right, let's get deliver now. Here we go. So... all that copper. That's the stone. I don't want the stone. I want the copper. Yes, I know you're leaving. I know you're leaving. Don't worry. But just get this copper delivered, please. There we go. Beautiful. Get that into the dock. Perfect. Okay, pause and let's take stock. So, copper ore. I mean, if we get... Oh, that's not a lot of copper ore, to be honest. But if we get all of our coal, all of our copper, that basically gets us this sort of basic component. The trinkets are nice as well. They're useless curiosities and figures that nonetheless please the claws. So we can get up to a decent level with just that, which is great. That's very nice. Logs as well, I think we're going to throw in, because, I mean, they're not necessarily a renewable resource, but we can get quite a lot of them. Yeah, I think that's kind of what we want to do. I mean, 2 large shipments in a row. That feels like a good amount. So yeah, we'll roll with that. Okay, let's jump back into the farm tool again, and let's see if we can try and get some trees. Let's get, I don't know, a field of trees right here. Seems pretty good. Field of trees right there. Yeah, that seems pretty great. What are you upset about? Body temperature? Okay. Dirty fur, rude encounter, hard labor, aid at warehouse. Yeah, well, don't worry. We're gonna sort that. What do we want from our supply ship, or this supply ship? I think I'll just take the... I think I'll take the cheap option. Maybe I could have refused. I probably could have refused, but it's okay. What have we got here? Tin ore, fuel. I'll take some woven cloaks and... yeah, probably spare scrap, just because the cut stone is quite useful for a lot of construction projects that we're going to be undertaking. We've still not come across any pirates yet, so that's a great position to be in. A weaver, yes, I'm interested in getting a weaver. We probably want to keep that roughly in our sort of industrial area. I say industrial area, it's not really an industrial area. We should probably, like, think about industrializing up here. Yeah, that's maybe a better priority. Well, that's day 6 for you. And, yep, we will absolutely be maxing out our approval. So, Town Hall, We gotta do a town hall. We absolutely have to do a town hall. Okay. I'm gonna set... I think I'm gonna set this... I'm gonna set this entire area to be mined. Yeah, let's start with, like, here. Because I want to try and bring everything down a level. And if we can do that with the tremendous amount of miners that we've got in the current operation, then, yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna hopefully grow some more trees over here. That's gonna be great. Gonna be very, very handy. Aha! There is a blockade. A pirate blockade that we are now going to be dealing with. Right, what's up? We are but humble seafarers who have torn off the shackles of the kingdom. Find ourselves in great need. In past times of want, wise and generous Whisker colonies have supplied us with everything they had. You should follow their example. So... here's the thing. If I refuse their demands, which are not obscene. Not obscene. I think I refuse their demands. I mean, if I send them the ransom, it would cost me machinery, which is not exactly ideal. Now, the We Don't Negotiate with Pirates will reward me with 3 machinery and 13 logs. But the risk of not negotiating with these pirates, if I refuse, I will... 6 cannonballs. Okay, you know what? I'm going to refuse. Screw it. Enjoy throwing cannonballs at me. What did that do? It pretty much destroyed houses, to be honest. And if that's it, if that's all that they want to destroy, then that's kind of okay. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. And they only take 2... They only take 2 wood to repair. So actually, we'll get all the logs back. Very nice indeed. Okay, Whisker ship. Yep, I'm going to take everyone on board. Thank you very much. That does mean that we need to provide housing for 5 more people, and that's not exactly ideal. But we'll do it nonetheless. Here we go. 2, 3. Can that squeeze in there? No, not really. 4, 5? 5. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, that's quite a lot of building to be getting on with, but I think we can make it happen. This is looking good. This is looking really good. Oh, the line must go up. You've been entrusted by your fellow Whiskers to lead their colony. This is the highest honor. Grow your colony to 21 Whiskers so you can start paying some real taxes. I mean, it would be my pleasure. And if we do that, then we will get an amount of... a little tax credit. And you know what? We will accept and immediately complete the request. Amazing. Turn it in. And we are only due 57. That's great. That's really good. Long paths. What the heck are you going? What the heck are you doing? Oh, have I goofed? Yeah, I've totally goofed. Cancel construction there. Yeah. Whoops. 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 Did not mean to do that. Sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off. I thought it was like that. Yeah, basically. Yeah, we'll do that there. That there. And that there. That there. Sure. Okay, that's a little bit better. Sorry about the long paths. Yeah, I realize it's not ideal, but that's just the job, eh? Right, let's get some research done. I feel like I haven't really been that focused on research at all. Also, the townhouse, 55 planks. Research and school. Research facility first. Research facility gonna go... I mean, I wanted to go here, to be honest. We need to get so much more land excavation done in this part, though. And I don't really care, to be brutally honest. I don't really care about the resources that I'm finding right now, because all I'm finding is flipping stone. So get all of this worked on. Research. I don't really want to build anything else here, but if I have to build something here, I will. 5 logs? Sure. If that's the cost of doing business, then that is A-okay. Nice. I would kind of like some of this damage to be repaired, to be brutally honest with you. I mean, I got loads of builders, so I feel like... Yeah, I feel like we should just be getting this stuff built, but I realized that, yeah, there's a little bit of a... There's two builders that are on a little bit of an adventure. To be fair, that is entirely my fault. And the good news is that the next tax collector that is coming is only going to be taking a very, very small amount of resource from us. The other thing that I'm going to do, you know what? There's never going to be a good time to do it. But I'm going to just spend the... Yeah, I'm going to spend the resources right now. There we go. Spend the resources, or at least some of the resources, to get... There we go. To get a pathway built. It's always going to be worthwhile for me to get a pathway. We're out of food. We're out of food. That's not ideal. How are the berries? Are the berries grown? Can't really see in the dark here. It looks like they're mostly grown. I guess we'll see tomorrow. Well, not one of my best days, I don't think. I think approval-wise, not quite as good as it could have been. 8 sleeping outside, not exactly what we want to see, but you know that's what happens. That's what happens. Right, how are we doing berry-wise? These berries they look good. They look fine. Please, sir, can we have better housing? Yes, I can do that. And in fact, we are moving towards that at a rate of knots anyway. Okay, so yeah, we're getting loads of trees here. This feels good. Is my farmer doing anything right now? No, you're not doing anything at all. So let's... What am I doing here? Farm. Yeah, let's farm. Trees. Set this up for trees. Set this up for trees. Set this area up. I tell you what, set this area up for... What can we do with flax? Set this area up for flax. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. And then cotton. Maybe set this area up for cotton. Sure. Yeah, we can sort of fill in the gaps here. The farming sort of reach does not quite extend to the edge of the flax field. That's something that I just actually don't care about, to be brutally honest with you. Remove rocks. We could remove rocks if they were more than like 1 or 2%, but they're really not. So let's not sweat the small stuff. What do we want to pick up from the supplier? Oh, we've got an extra option this time. Not really that bothered. Fine tea, tailored cloaks. Maybe this. Sure. So we are due 325. It's due in 2 days. We've only got 190 something in storage. That's because a lot of our efforts are going towards building a lot of useful stuff, I would hasten to add. And also excavation. Like, we kind of need to get some more copper, which is basically the entire flipping reason that I'm doing all of this mining here. That looks like copper right in there. However, are we going to get rid of the tree if we do this? I certainly hope we don't. I hope we get the value from the tree first, and then, you know, get the copper from underneath. Either way, it's fine. We are almost certainly going to hit our houses worth living in objective today. In fact, I would wager that we're going to hit that quite quickly. It's also time to get ourselves a town hall. I've been saving up planks. I've been saving up planks a long darn time. Cut stone. We got the cut stone ready. Let's just get this thing built, please. There we go. That's what we like to see. 34 approval. Don't mind if I do. Can I not cash this right now? Because, I mean, I think we're, like... we've got enough approval space. That's fine. Okay, we'll take it then. That's great. And the trinkets are really nice as well, because that means that we can spend some useless resources on appeasing the cats, which will be even better. Now, let's get some more stuff zoned. I feel like I've not done some new buildings in a little while. Town hall. This is a funky building, isn't it? We're gonna get the cafe right here. Not enough resources. Of course we don't. We need 6 planks in order to get what we need. Oh, we've actually overbuilt. We've got 1 spare house. Well, that's a great problem to have. Okay. Let's also... I mean, I want to build a pathway here. Let's pause. Get a cafe. There we go. How's this looking? This is looking good. This is looking good. I have not actually spied on the... That sounds very weird. I've not spied on the mice watching... I've not spied on them taking a bath, but I don't mean that. All I mean is I've not specifically looked for it, but there we go. I'm looking at it now. That's fine. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about lack of food that we seem to have here. Yeah, I think we're going to need to do something about that. Almost certainly going to need some more berries. Is there any more berries up on the mountain? Doesn't really look like it, does there? Good news, some copper here, though, so that's nice. Finally found some more copper. Some copper in there as well. That's great. That's really nice. Day 8 comes to a close. We max out our approval ratings. Don't mind if I do. Hungriness is not good. Not good at all. Right. Day 9 brings with it fall. And also, in all the excitement yesterday, I didn't even realize that the research lab had been completed. We do not have any educated workers, apparently, so that's completely flippin' useless. But that's okay. We can at least start looking at some of the stuff that we want to build. A slide? A plank row house? Okay, medical triage. Plank block house. I guess these are just better... Just straight up better houses. Flax spinner, smokery. Yeah, we're going to need to get some educated workers. And in order to get educated workers, I think we need to get... where is it? Is it... I think it's here. An institution where whiskers can teach each other their skills. Yeah, I think we're going to need to get this. Can I build this next to... Yeah, I can build this next to here. Okay, let's do that then. Let's do that. Right, so hunger, not good. We absolutely do not want this to happen. Farmer, are you gonna... You gonna do something? You're gonna do something. Yeah, but I think we should... Are these berries not fully grown? I think they are fully grown. But you're just sitting around doing nothing. Maybe... Does the farming need to be done by the... farmers? It looks kind of like it does. I'm not sure. Yeah. Maybe it's just because they're prioritizing... Maybe they're just prioritizing getting the, getting this down. You know what? Scrap all of this. There we go. Okay, and instead go and do that. I'm gonna move... Do we not have any more... I don't have any... Oh, we got some berries up here. Yeesh. It's a bit of distance to get the berries all the way up this mountain. But you know what? It's probably a good thing that I do it, because we're going to need to at some point. Right. Well, let's do this here. This here. Long stairs. No. Let's just do that in there. And then steep stairs. We go up. Perfect. That looks good. Up. And then up. 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 And then up. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, well, we don't have enough resources for that, but it's fine. Okay, let's put you over here. That'll be great. That will at least get us some berries. I'm not a fan of the hunger that is happening here. But that's okay. So the cafe's under construction. We've got the school that's under construction. That is a lot of good stuff. Tax collector arrives tomorrow. It's time to stop messing around here and start giving me some copper. So let's get this removed. That removed. And that actioned. There we go. There we go. How's that? That's all the copper that we can visually see right now. Underway. That's good. Also, if I go down here... I mean, there's... How flippin' deep are we going here? I don't think we need to go that deep, to be honest with you. That's really good. Yeah, so let's do that there. And then let's go back down. And then keep going down, keep going down, keep going down. Wait, are we not? I thought there was gold at one level. There absolutely is. So go here. And go there. So, how deep is that? Well, we don't know, actually, how deep it is, but I don't particularly care. Should be A-okay. Right, are we doing good harvesting up here? That's the dream. That is the dream. What does the heavy rain do? Slower move speed if soaked. Exposed water tanks gain water. Well, that's not a big deal. Don't collect flax. We don't need to. There we go. By the way, it is absolutely the case that the farmers are collecting the berries now. That's great news. Finally. It's going to take a long time for them to collect all the berries, but I guess that'll be worthwhile. Probably, thinking about it, worth me getting another... Oh, actually, yeah, tell you what, I could get a fishing dock. We've not got... Oh, okay, well, I guess we can't. We've not got the resources for it right now, but we can do that. We can do that at some point. There we go. This is looking better. This is already looking better. It's already looking better. If we had a supply boat coming... Yeah. If we had a supply boat coming, that would be nicer. We'll get one person working here. School. Yes. What do we need? Guild speciality, expert, scholarly. We just need educated, right? Which is... So select the education target. We need educated. We need one single educator required in order to... Ah, darn it. That's annoying. Sure. If we get these 4 people in here, will that get us to... I mean, I know we're training up to guild specialty, but we need scholarly in order to do research. So we're gonna have to do some education to get there. We're gonna have to try. Yeah, what was I thinking of doing? I was thinking of getting another farm. Honestly, another farm sounds like a great idea. And yeah, just tuck it in over there. I think that's fine. We only have one builder at the present moment, but I don't think there's anything... I don't think there's any building that we need to really do. Also, I think I'm going to make you work overtime. I think I'm going to make the forager work overtime as well. We're coming up on the end of the working hours, but yeah, we need to do a little bit more in that regard. Set as a high priority. There we go. I don't know if we can set the builders to build on overtime. That's maybe something that we can maybe... Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea how we set the builders to work on overtime. Yeah, interesting. Because I would very much like to set the other farm on overtime. But alas, we cannot do that at the present moment. Not necessarily the end of the world. Also, I don't know if the woodcutters... I don't know if they're going to be able to chop the trees that the farmers build. That's a problem for a future potato. This is obviously a terrible place for the farm to go, but I think we're going to move it over here. Also, there's berries flipping here. What am I talking about? I didn't even see them. Forage huts. We'll get that zoned. Cool. Okay, well, at least we'll be fine tomorrow. Yeah, I know there's a lot of hunger. We're still doing well in terms of approval, so... I mean, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. But... Let's get this set as a high priority. That's obviously set as a high priority as well. So that's great. Once we've cleared this stuff out the way, I think we will move over the farm to this area and we'll just get berries and whatnot growing in this vicinity. So yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan. This is looking hella good though. It's looking hella good. We are due 606. How's that tax just... How's the tax come out of there? I mean, we had a discount of 144. Population? Mostly population tax. Oof. Well, I mean, I'm going to sell all my trinkets, sell a bunch of copper. One worker assigned there. Sure. Sounds like a good idea. I mean, we don't need to necessarily do anything with the tax collector quite yet. Let's reduce the number of people that we have working in wood collection. I think that's fine. We've got one person working in the cafe. Probably not super worthwhile. And still nobody that's educated. Maybe we can get an educated person on the whisker ship when it comes tomorrow. I guess we'll see. Oh, cheeky little bit of copper that has evaded my designation. There we go. Good. Nice. And as we uncover more, we will just get it assigned. Nice. I do like this. It's pretty darn cool. It's really darn cool, to be honest. This looks very, very strange, but yeah, it's happening. It's happening. We're doing it. We're definitely getting a whole bunch of copper out of the ground. I will say, I'm a little bit nervous about how little coinage we actually have in storage. I mean, we should have enough, but only barely. And that is what kind of worries me. That's what kind of worries me. Are you, by the way, you're a farmer. You're a farmer and you're doing the wood chopping. So that makes me think that, yes, if the farmers can chop wood, then we don't really need to worry about having the wood choppers. I mean, it's good to have them around, but yeah, we can probably start demolishing some of these wood choppers and moving them around. Might be a little bit problematic given that some of the woodcutters are under the stone cutter there, but that's fine. Either way, we're getting on top of the berry situation. That's good. There's still a little bit of hunger going around, but I think we're gonna figure that out. Now we got a little bit of copper here. Got a little bit of copper here. Yeah, we got a lot of copper here. We got a lot of copper. We got a lot of gold. Let's get this delivered now. Let's not wait any longer. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We've only got like 20 seconds left, so could we please get this done right now? Okay, well, I'm gonna have to pause. We're just gonna have to work with what we've got right here. So that's all of my copper. All of the trinkets. All the trinkets gets us basically to even. And then a few logs. I mean, do I want to just give him more logs? Probably, to be honest. I mean, to be honest, no. I actually don't. I've got the trust. I've got the trust. The extra seal is nice. We'll send a full shipment. I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's okay. So food-wise, we're not quite back to where we need to be yet. But that's okay. We will be able to get ourselves a fishing dock. In fact, I'm going to get that zoned right now. Whisker ship. Yes, we are interested in this. Is anybody educated? No, not everybody is educated. Let's re-roll, because we've got these seals that we can spend. Gifted teacher. I mean, that's nice, but it's still not educated. Welcome on board. Come on. Basic row house for 2. Yeah, I guess I'll take the basic row house for 2. An extra schematic. Very nice. Cool. All right. With that, let's get through the evening and head on into day number 11. Well, a very, very good day for approval indeed. Upcoming taxes. Man, these taxes are so high. They are huge. The good news is, though, we can at least house our population now. So that is something. Right. What I want to do is I want to move... Oh, can I not move the farm? I don't think I can move the farm. Well, that is a problem. Row house. Yes, we will get a row house. How many planks does that cost? 33 flipping planks, man. That's a bit too much. We can get an apprentice in, which is nice, I suppose. It's good. Yeah, this is not a good situation. We need to get that out of there. And then we need to build another farm in here, honestly, because this is not what I... Yeah, this is not what I wanted to do. Yeah, okay. Well, extraction, farm. Yeah, there. Fine. Yeah, bit of a waste of time, but it's okay. Do I want this anymore? Probably not. I think we'll just bulldoze you. beautiful. Oh, that bulldozes really nice and quickly, doesn't it? Very nice. AoE of the mining camps just out of the copper boundary area. It's annoying. Supplier has arrived. Yeah, I mean, I would kind of like a little bit of food to get back to an even keel. Planks would be nice. Machinery. I'm not that bothered. Tell you what, give me that. Thank you very much. I'm going to start refusing supplies, I think, from the next round. Doesn't really seem like a priority. How's the education going? Great. We are learning a guild specialty, which is nice. It's worth doing. And some more whiskers. Well, I mean, we already have a housing shortage of 4. And we need to get ourselves a town hall. The town hall is probably what we need to get more suddenly. Right. Do I want to reroll again? I think I want to reroll again. You're an apprentice, a partially trained craftsman who knows the basics. Yeah, that's nice. It's good. Farmers Guild, experts at the farming and culinary arts, greatly dislikes raw food. Reroll, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if we can get reroll again. I don't know if we can get we can get educated. That is what we need. We absolutely need you. Yeah. Okay, accept everyone else. Great. So now we've got an educated worker. We can assign one singular educated worker, and we can start doing some research. Amazing. Right, long slide? I mean, maybe the slide. I think the slide is kind of cool. Wind chimes, enjoyed by passing whiskers. Not that bothered. Small warehouse, organized heating. That might be useful for... Might be useful for winter, but not really that bothered. I think we'll get the slide done. Long stairs? Maybe? Yeah, stuff like that seems pretty darn good. Now, the other thing that I wanted to do was makeshift path. Let's get this all the way down the coast here. There we go. I mean, that does basically use up, I mean, literally all of my woods. But I think that's a great place to be. Town hall. I don't know how the heck we're going to manage this town hall. This is... I'm still unbelievably surprised that this entire mining operation is going. I was kind of not expecting it to be still in use, but there we go. We've got 9 construction workers right now. That's a heck of a lot. That's a really, really large number. And it's a good thing, too, because we need to, tell you what, get rid of... Yeah, let's get you reassigned. Unassign. And we can assign you in here, because you are an apprentice. So technically, you're able to do at least the sort of bare minimum on the fishing front. We don't have anyone to put in there. That's fine. Don't have anyone to put in there. That's okay. That's okay. We're okay with that. That's good. Right, let's get 2 farmers assigned. Fantastic. And I think we just want berries here, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think we want berries. Let's get berries all up here. And all up here. And... well, there. And then here. And then, is that probably the maximum range? No, you can actually go up a little bit higher. Well, turns out we're going to do a little bit of terraced farming, which is kind of cool. Let's go there and there. Nice. Also, I'm realizing now, maybe I should have got a logistics hub about 1 billion years ago. I'm thinking that I probably should have. I'm thinking that would have been a great idea. The ability to use carts to transport resources. Let's maybe put you, like here. There we go. Sounds like a good idea. This area is a mess, man. This is a total mess. How are we doing? Let's go down. How are we doing copper extraction-wise? We're not doing badly. There's a lot of copper here, as it turns out. Just feels like it's taking a long time to get it all out of the ground. Probably because my mice are spending such a darned large amount of time like crawling around, going up and down. Yeah, but that's the cost of doing business, I'm afraid. That is the cost of doing business. It's looking good. It's all looking good. That's flax. I thought I said berries. I thought I said berries. Yeah, I did say berries. I'm sure I said berries. That better? Berries. There we go. Don't know why it wasn't said on berries before. Either way, should all be fine. Should all be fine. Also, I'm thinking maybe we move the wood chopper up to here. I think... Yeah, I think there's no issues moving it out of the way. Yeah, I think that's fine. Move. Move. Yeah, it looks like it just gets replaced with supports. That's fine. That's fine with me, to be honest with you. Yeah, let's go up to there. And then just keep chopping away. Keep chopping away over here. It's good. That is looking real good. Let's get some workers assigned. Workers assigned in logistics hubs. Workers transport resources between warehouses based on logistics requests. Yeah, so what we can also do, and something that I have yet to do, is to build a little storage shed in some sort of like strategic locations so that the resources can be moved somewhat more efficiently than carrying them all the way back into here. How's this all looking, by the way? It's not looking bad. It's not looking bad. It's looking fine. There's a few more berries up at the tippity top of the mountain here, but it's not necessarily a pressing priority for us. It's all looking good. And actually, for the first time in a long time, I think we might just, maybe just, have ourselves a full complement of people that are able to eat. That is great. Tell you what, though, I have not, well, first of all, checked in on my research. We are at 50% of the research, so not bad. A few more planks to go. We need to zone a town hall, which I'm gonna do here. Yeah, or here, somewhere over in this vicinity. Yeah, I think there. Yeah, I think there. That's good. And then we're going to start getting some more row houses. I say some more. Our first row house. I also need to get an earthworks. That's really important. The good news is I only need like 3 or 5 row houses in order to fully allow my population to all have homes. Because they are much more efficient. The question is where, though. You know what? Maybe let's zone. Let's maybe zone earthworks over here, right? And then start the process of filling this entire area in. 200 approval. I mean, that is great. I mean, all things otherwise equal, I think we're not doing too badly. You know, given that we're able to continuously gain a whole bunch of approval. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty darn good. All right, this is looking much better now. This is looking much better. Nice. My new farm's coming together. Real nice. So I've just transferred my my chief fishing mouse, I suppose, into the school. So now we are going to be able to train up a whole bunch of apprentice mice. We can also train up some more educated mice as well, now that we've got our one and only researcher mouse over here. It's not necessarily something that we want to sort of focus on right now. I think having 1 out of 2 researchers is fine, and actually we've got that slide there, which is really quite nice. It's pretty darn cool, and we're going to have to think about a new sort of research objective target. I mean, 89 planks and 89 copper bars, but we need a smeltery first, right? Like, we just don't have... Yeah, the ore furnace. That's what we need to research first. So we'll research the ore furnace first. That's fine. Earthworks tool. Let's start filling stuff in over here, shall we? Yeah, let's do this. A little bit of land reclamation. I don't know what we fill it in with. Is it stones? I guess it is stones. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe there's a case to be made that we... have a little outpost over here. What do you call it? Like a little storage shed? Yeah, I think a little storage shed over there would be a great idea. We'll set that as a high priority thing to build, and we'll get cracking with that. Can't find materials. We need a few more planks. We're working on it. Don't worry. We're working on it. How's the learning going? Yeah, it's unfortunate, actually, that we're going to have to undergo this learning, but it is necessary. Camp is idle. Mining camp is idle. That is simply not good enough. We can always move this around if we want to, but I suspect that there's probably going to be some more veins of copper that we... Yeah, and gold, actually, that we have yet to explore. So let's go and do this. And... Here we go. Some gold ore there. What about deeper? Oops. What about deeper? There we go. Mine tool. Anything else? Copper ore there. That's on the next floor, though. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's definitely more that we can be getting on with right now. It does take quite a long time to get down there, though. Alrighty. I think we've got the food. Definitely got the food. It's not great food, but it is at least food. We are going to have 10 people sleeping outside. Ooh, look at that. Our first little bit of land that's been filled in. Very, very nice. Yeah, so once this has all been filled in, we should be in a position to utilize the planks that we've got at the present moment, of which we don't have a huge amount because we need more apprentices. I'm telling you, that's why it's worth us just taking the hit right now. You know, spending the time getting a few extra people trained up. It'll be really, really, really good. Research-wise, yeah, we're 5% of the way through the ore furnace. Very nice. And look at how much cash we got in storage. Maxing out approval. Yet again. Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Really happy with how this is all coming together now. Right, I think I'm going to set it up so, yeah, we've got stone coming here. Yeah, you can allow all stone coming to this warehouse, which is good. That will hopefully, yeah, kick these wheelbarrowers into action, which is quite nice. We're going to set you as empty. Yeah, empty out warehouse. Nearby logistics hubs will transfer requested resources away from here. That is good. That is what we really want to see because, you know, we still have this as a drop-off point. And then from there, the resources can be moved elsewhere. What do we got? A tax collector coming today. I'm happy to see the tax collector, to be honest, because I think today we can actually get ourselves pretty well dealt with. Gold bullion. Oh, yes. Copper ore. I actually don't want to get rid of all the copper ore that I've got. It's unfortunate that I don't have more coal. I'll sell most of my logs. Yeah, I don't think we want to do more than this. I think this is fine. Because I want to keep some of my copper, because I'd like to start getting the copper processing operation set up, so that would be really quite nice. Also, I'm now thinking, just purely in terms of how long it's going to take me to fix this housing shortage. Probably just want to get some more log cabins. And I feel like for these log cabins, we would do well just to sort of stack them up on top of one another right here. Yeah, like this. Yeah, like that. So that'll be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we get some makeshift path. There we go. It's good. And yeah, well, we'll get more resources when we can. But for now, yeah, it's a pretty good start, I think. What do we got? Gift supplies, discovered stowaway, planks, cut stone. I'll take the planks, actually. Hardly think it's amazing, but it's okay. I will take the planks. I will absolutely take the planks. The planks are pretty good, pretty useful, pretty good timing to come at me with. Let's get makeshift. There we go. Nice. And... nice. Okay, so that's not too shabby at all. And in fact, there's maybe a world in where we do something like this. Is that possible? Is that accessible? Yeah, because that would allow me to basically double dip. Because we could get this... oops. Get this in there. This in there. This in there. This in there. And then that in there. That's actually fantastic. That's really, really good. That feels just so... that feels so nice. Not enough resources? Oh, we need more logs? Whatever. Okay, well, you know what? That's a lot of logs that I've just committed to that entire project. I realize that's what I've done. But that's okay. Look at this! And we're filling all this stone stuff in here over... we're filling all this earth in over here. That's looking great. That is looking great. That's what we need to see. I'm thinking, however, that I do need to reduce the number of workers that I've got working in the logistics hub. That does not really seem overly necessary. How are we doing? Craftsmanship. We're working on it. We're about 50% of the way there. Camp is idle. Quite simply, you just need access to more berries, don't you? To be honest, if I was just to move you over here... yeah, if I move you over there, that does kind of fix our problem. God, it's so nice not seeing the tax reminder up in the top left-hand corner. God, what a lovely little town we've got. It's a little bit annoying that we don't have the fishing dock up and running. It's okay. You are 50% done. That's great. You still need a little bit of extra help and support, but that's fine. This is coming together so darned nicely. Day 13, it's over. Oh, look at that. We're so maxed out on flipping approval that we can't do anything with it. That's why we need the town hall to be built ASAP. Yes, please. Yes, please. So yeah, we're still low on the old food, but that's okay. We'll get the town hall built. We've got 5 builders, which I think should be enough to get the job done. Can't find material for any of these things, but that's fine. There's plenty of trees to be getting on with. Look at this. This is looking so darn great. We've got loads of berries ready for harvest. Yeah, we've got cotton. Whisker ship has arrived. Do I actually want any? I don't know if I necessarily do, to be honest. I mean, maybe we'll reroll, see if we can try and get ourselves a apprentice. Yeah, we'll take the apprentice. We can't reroll again. Okay, that's fine. I don't really want to take anyone else. Yeah, sorry. I'm not actually that bothered. We can maybe change that, but I'll take apprentice, and that'll restart my fishing dock. It's kind of cool that we need an apprentice in order to, you know, we just need one apprentice, and instead of using that, we can, right? You know, we put in the first one, and then we can get 2 more regular workers, which is a-okay. We are heading towards winter. I don't know what winter is going to bring for me. In fact, I'm a little bit apprehensive about it, but it's okay. Ooh, look at this. What do we got? Weasels, whiskers, and claws. So, lift with your back. Whiskers can carry 2 more resources. Okay. Construction speed doubles. Builders gain up to 50% speed. Building construction continues by candlelight. Strip mining. Mining speed double. 20% chance to lose mined resources. That's not bad, actually. Only 20%. Salvaging tree stumps generates 1 extra log per cutting down action. That seems flipping huge, man. 25% chance for food industries to produce double output. Yeah, let's enact that. That seems amazing. Claws, speed boost from passing statues are increased and last twice as long. Research labs occasionally produce an extra free science. It's nice, but that's okay. I think we want to go for... stump collection, to be honest. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what we want to get. I do also like the builder things. This is going to get very expensive very fast. Stump collection is 3 per cut. 3 approval per cut. That is quite a lot. Okay, we might run out of approval, but it's coming up to the end of the day anyway, so I think we'll be okay. Low temperatures. Temperatures become chilly, but adequate heating will improve the mood of our whiskers. Oh yes, we get a civic office. Extended offices to support increased paperwork. Grants 1 policy spot. That's fine. Campfire. Small wood fire to generate heat in a pinch. Yeah, so... this is something that I do want to do, actually. And coincidentally... I mean, we've actually left... like a shockingly... yeah, we got a shockingly good operation, like potential operation here. It only costs 3 logs to get those things up and running. I don't know if people can step through... I don't know if people can step through here. If we see some furball try to go all the way around, then we'll fix that. But for now, it's all right. We basically completely run out of approval, but that's okay. I do need to keep in mind, if we want to get more whiskers, which I don't at the moment. Thank you. If I do want to get whiskers, oh yeah, you're definitely gonna go on a long journey. So yeah, this is not a good thing to do. It's fine. Sorry. Pick you up. Put you here. There you go. So you're just going to continue to go around because I do not have the resources to pick you up. Supplier has arrived. I'm going to refuse, actually. Yeah, I know that's going to upset the cats, but I think that's okay. Right. So I needed to get makeshift path. Yep. It's good. That allows everything to be built now. That's perfect. Do I want to fill this area back in? I probably want to come back to extracting from here anyway. Not a huge priority for me. Yeah, we'll get the heat done tomorrow. I mean, fall finishes in 3 nights. So it's not a huge amount of time that we've got to play around with, but that's okay. How are we doing at our school? Education. We are so darn close. We're so darn close. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait until we get to see the fruits of our labors. Threadbare clothing. Yeah, you know what? I probably should focus on getting some clothing up and running. Yeah, but that's okay. I am really excited. This is almost done. That's great. We can get some more. We can get some more people back into the workforce, which would be perfect. Yeah, thinking about where we want to mine it next. No mine shafts marked nearby. Let's go and see. We want to go into slice mode. We want to go down, down, down. Gold there? Yeah, I guess we should. We want to go up. We want to go... hold on, that there. Yeah, so that will... so that's fine. We can mine that. Copper here. Copper here. Anything else? Don't think so. Think that's pretty much the extent of it. Yeah. Don't think there's anything else that we're really interested in. I don't know what this green stuff is. What is it? It's just copper but green. Okay. That's fine. I guess under the sea. Oh, our first fire is up and running, which is good. There is a little temperature overlay here, which I think is kind of nice. And it's good because... oh. Yes, fine. It's good because we do kind of need to heat up all of our people. And, yeah, they're not really in a great sort of heating place. Probably could do with some of those clothing. Yeah. Might try and do that. Might try and do that. How are we doing for machinery, actually? Not bad. I mean, occasionally, machinery does run out. Does it run out here? Yep, runs out the fishing dock. So, replace at 10%. It's fine. I think we're okay with that. Hey, look at that. We have completely trained up a whole bunch of apprentices, which means that we can get one of those apprentices in here. one of those apprentices in here. I don't think we want to get other apprentices anywhere. I think we'll just hold on to them for now. Educated worker. I do want to get an educated worker. I do want to train up other educated workers. Is now the right time, though? No. I feel like I want to crack on with this ore furnace. I realize that if I did train up a second educated worker, it would go quicker. But I just don't feel like it's that big of a priority for me. So we're just not going to worry about it. Classic. Classic potato maneuver. Am I right? Extra output. Great. Speaking of outputs, I think we're just about managing... We're just about managing to hold our own. Which is really quite powerful. No teacher. Do we care about teaching up more? I mean, we could... You know, we could actually teach up more. If we're going to teach up any, we should teach up 3. Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to get some more. Because I don't think you're not an apprentice already, which is great. Okay, threadbare clothing. How do we get on top of that? Well, it's going to require some more flipping... stuff. I need a railroad. I don't need a railroad. It's purely what I want. But it would be darn cool. Yeah, I think we want to get night construction as well. Night construction would be kind of cool. Weaver. Yeah, I have not yet got a weaver. And that is bad. That is bad. We should be getting a weaver. Where can I build this? I feel like this is prime real estate over here, but you know what? We're going to do it. Quest complete. I can't believe it, but we did actually get the total number of food stores that we required, which is great, and I will take some logs as a very, very nice reward, to be honest with you. That is pretty darn sick. 1 machinery, 21 logs in order to build the weaver, which is fine. We've got the log cabin that we're working on there. Log cabin that we're working on there. That's the remainder. That's the remaining 2. That is the remaining 2. Everybody should be warm here, but I'm gonna get another campfire right in here. Yeah. Yeah. There. Yeah, let's get the campfire there. I needed to replace this one over here that I misplaced earlier, so that's better. That's looking much better. Okay, tax collector arriving tomorrow. I think this is going to be one of the easiest tax collectors that we have yet to deal with, to be honest with you. The reason being is that we rejected the shipment and... threadbare clothing. Yeah, we absolutely categorically need to fix the clothing situation today, because that is leading to a mega fall in my approval. Okay, mining-wise, I think what we want to do is we do want to turn this area into... Well, maybe we don't. It is so pitted now. Yeah. Anything else around here? Copper ore keeps going. There's a lot of value here, but I mean, not enough work for 2 camps, I don't think. So let's get you moved over to here. Let's get a set of stairs up there, and let's set this to be mined out here. That's good. That'll at least get us a little bit more copper before the tax collector arrives, and that will help out a lot. Okay, wood-wise though, things are looking good. Very, very happy with that. I love this. This is looking so darned cool. I really do. We are completely out of stone, by the way, because I've not been mining stone. I've been mining straight up value. That's what I'm talking about. The good news is I think we've got enough value to get pretty much all this away. I'll trade away the logs. Yep, that's fine. I don't think there's any point in overdoing it. I think we're okay with that. Right. What would I like to do with you? I would like to delete this, actually. I think we'd like to delete this. And I'd like to delete this. both of those workers can go back to just working on normal stuff. You got 2 farmers there. We'll build another farm. Probably over here. I think. I'd rather just overcommit to farming than anything else. Yeah, let's do that. And then... what am I looking for? Farm tool. Yeah, so more berries. More berries. Crop fertility is only 88% over here, but I think that should be fine. Yeah. That's good. Good enough. Flax, trees, cotton. Cotton's slightly better, so we'll do cotton over here. Yeah. I think that's fine. That's pretty good. Pretty good distribution. What do we got? Fuel. Oh, I'll take woven cloaks, actually, because that will allow me to get up to speed. Let's set this as a high priority. We should have our remaining houses built at some point today. Should be no reason why that's not ready to be done. And we're continuing to farm here, which is great. We've actually got loads and loads of food now, and quite a lot of that food is coming from the fishing dock, which is remarkable. Very, very happy with that. And a little bit of extra output. Don't mind if I do. Okay, I don't think I can afford anyone anyway, so I'm going to just reject all these things. Sorry. Yep. But I feel like 35 mice is a good sort of happy medium. We're spending all of our approval to get extra logs, which is saving a lot of time. A lot of time and a lot of effort. Does feel like it's a good thing to do. We've got houses for everyone. We've got houses, I mean, literally three stories deep here. That is not too shabby at all. We're going to take people out of the earthworks here. Pretty much no reason to have that ongoing at the moment. Workers assigned. Let's get workers in here. And one of them is an apprentice. Excellent. And we will start turning flax into woven cloaks. Don't think... Ah, we do have woven cloaks. That's fine. We're okay with that. We've got cotton. Cotton. Do we have any flax? There was supposed to be a flax field going in here. I mean, we can have a little look. I mean, yeah, we're going to definitely need to get some more flax. It extends all the way up to here. Well, you know what? Let's do this whilst we're waiting for stuff to happen. Yoink, 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 and flax. We'll just get an entire sort of floor of flax here. And some more. Why the heck not? That's good. That's good. That will make a difference. And especially given the fact that we have got some more helping hands available to help out over there, that will make all the difference. Nice. This is looking so darned good. I am really happy with this. This looks great. Well, day 16 is over. Threadbare clothing. Not ideal. Absolutely not ideal. Bland food. Yeah, people, mice, etc. start to have some higher expectations. And that is definitely feeding into sort of overall unhappiness. But, I mean, you know, plus 59 is not bad. Like, let's be honest. It's not bad at all. And hopefully, if we are lucky, we can get on top of the... the woven clothes situation, which is great. Now, miner camp is idle. That's not good. I mean, is there anything else that we can look at? Also, winter. It's 5 degrees. It's gonna get chilly. That's fine. Right, mine tool. Let's see. So yeah, we can start to take out this stuff if we wanted to. Let's go down. Let's go down. If there's nothing here. Doesn't look like there is. If there's nothing here... Oh. No, there is. So I have to mine that. Mine that. Yeah, I mean, if there's nothing else, then I feel perfectly content to just sort of move this around. Maybe get some more Some more sort of spread out... Oh, some spread out resources. Some spread out miners doing some more disparate mining resources. Brutal winters make for treacherous travel. As such, the king will suspend most visits to the colonies. We're confident you've prepared adequate supplies. We'll find you in good condition in the spring. Ha ha ha. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I hope that the fishing dock will keep working over winter. I suspect that the crops will decrease in fertility, maybe harvestability, but I guess we shall see. Yeah, research is my real problem, to be honest. Research is a real kicker. It's very frustrating. Right. Increased winter surcharges. I'm gonna refuse again, I guess. I don't need any of this stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry. I do not need anything. Policies, yeah, that's fine. Quest log, we don't need to worry about that. Tax report, that's okay. Total resources. Colony office. How do I check what my relationship with the cats is? I think it's still somewhat trusting. Rebellion fervor. Ooh. Uh-oh. Not something that we want to inspire. Or maybe it is something that we want to inspire. I don't know. Right, let's get 2 more workers over here. Great. Let's get some flax growing. This is good. This is good. This is very good. Yeah, I feel research is very, very slow. You know what? Let's take you out of here. Let's put you into... Oh, we can't put you into education yet because we're still training more... apprentices. Yeah, I mean, it's just taken such an unbelievably long time to do any research. Yeah. It just takes time. And I don't think there's anything we can really do about it. It just kind of is really slow. This camp needs more work. Well, yeah, you're gonna do some copper mining for me. So I know there's at least some copper over here. I don't know how much, but there is definitely some copper. There we go. So we've got some mine shafts marked. There is clearly like not enough to keep you busy, so that's gold up there. There's a little bit of copper over here. I actually think, to be honest, let's start here. Let's start here with the copper. Do that there, that there, that there, and that there. And then, yeah, if there's anything under here or other interesting deposits, we can get stuff out of there. I just need to get a flippin' ore furnace, you know? That's what I'm really after. If I get an ore furnace, that'll allow me to get cracking. What's the issue here? Any issues? Pick up from nearest warehouses? Yeah, that's fine. Deliver to nearest warehouse. Deliver to the nearest warehouse over there. Yeah, we're okay with that. I don't think we have much flax at the present moment. We've got cotton, but not flax. Yeah. Right, I really hope tomorrow we can finally get our ore furnace done. Also, it's funny that we've not seen pirates at all since day, like, 5. I feel like we should have seen more pirates by now. Day 17, it's over. Bland food. Yeah, well, I would love to get some more sophisticated cooking, but I can't really until we figure out our research situation. You know, the ability to smoke food. Yeah, that would be great. I would absolutely dearly love that. Charcoal furnace. I guess we'll build a charcoal furnace because we will need it for something eventually. Let's build it. We'll at least get the initial stages sort of done and dusted. I'm thinking that we probably are going to revoke our... revoke both policies, to be honest. Dangerously cold. Temperatures are becoming dangerously cold. Make sure you have adequate heating, especially for housing. Otherwise, you risk illness and death. Yeah, so you got burn time. You got plenty of burn time remaining. Let's get another campfire here. Yep, that's where it was. Make sure that that is set on high priority. Finally, we have got the ability to turn copper into copper bars. Amazing. Have we finished with the teaching here? No. When we do, we're going to reassign you to do education for the scholarly levels. Supply ship, I will take a delivery here. Not because I want to, but because I... Tailor cloaks? I will take a delivery because I want to make sure that I stay in the good graces of the cat overlords. Right. Furnace? Yeah, I don't know what pollution is going to do for me. It will almost certainly be a bad thing, so I'm not exactly looking forward to that. That is unbelievably stupid, Potato. You just effectively cut off the ability for anyone to get around the corner there. Yeah, just stick it down here, I suppose. It feels like a bad place to be putting this, sort of so central, but I suppose it's going to make deliveries that little bit easier. It's going to make things... Yeah, it's going to make things easier. Okay, charcoal furnace. It's looking good. Let's get one person working here right now. Gonna turn logs into fuel. Gonna give us a little bit of pollution, but it's the cost of doing business, I'm afraid. Cut stone is already ready to go. Aha! Students have just finished. Let's get scholarly. Let's get one person... Oh, let's get you out of here. Let's get you into here. And then let's get 3 people to go and do this. So you're in the Miners Guild, but that's okay. You're just a normal chill person. Yeah, so pollution, turns out, does... I mean, that person was impacted by mild pollution. This is gonna be such... This is such a bad idea, isn't it? This is such a bad idea. We got one person. We got an apprentice. It's a good thing that we trained up our apprentices whilst we had them. Let's reduce the number of workers that we've got working over here. I know we cannot assign any workers. Can I sort by... Yeah, we literally just have one person. I'm pretty sure. I was pretty sure it was just one person. It's just double checking, but there we go. Right, but we're going to be able to bring... Well, we're going to be able to bring 3 more mice up to the level of teaching that is required to operate a research lab, which is going to be great. It's very, very useful. It's going to be very, very useful. Have we started to get any copper bars yet? No, not yet. But we shall. And I look forward to using some of the 37 copper ores. Holy cow, that's quite a lot. Right, my thingy over here, my furnace is just... my furnace? My campfire has just gone out over there. That's fine. We'll try and fix that tomorrow, but... What? Whiskers begin to doubt me. Uh-oh. Bland food, threadbare clothing, chilled paws. This is not what we want. This is not what we want. How long is winter? Another 6 flippin' nights, man. Oh, goodness. Well, we gotta harvest the flax. We gotta harvest the flax, I guess. There's no other option. Yeah, there is absolutely no other option. We have to just get on top of our flax. Let's build... I know I just destroyed my forage huts, but let's build this here. Set as a high priority. We'll get some people assigned and we'll start harvesting flax. Because I don't think we're making cloaks anywhere near as quickly as we need to be able to. No mine shafts marked nearby. Yeah, that's definitely a little bit of copper there. So, you know what? Let's go and get copper ore out of the ground here. There's still a little bit of copper ore over here. Oh, there's loads of copper ore over here. Yeah, copper ore for flipping days. Oh, well. Great. Well, I suppose maybe we can go and do that. If we want to. Okay. We need to try and just get on top of everything, really. Do I need to increase this? Drink tea. We don't really have any tea. Assigned a second worker here. I don't know. I don't think that will make a difference. I guess we'll see in just a second. Low food. I think we should have plenty of food by the time that the end of the day rolls around. Education's still going well. It's perfect. That's what we want to see. Right, mine shafts over here. We got any extra copper? Yeah, we do. But you know what? Actually, let's Let's get people out of there. Let's just get you back into the sort of main body of work so that we can equip people up here. Turn the berry harvesting off and turn flax harvesting on so that we can get to that. Yeah, a lot of people are going to become influenced by mild pollution. Probably not a great idea to put them in the center of town, to be honest with you. I can't really move them. Also dangerously cold. Yeah, I feel like we should do something about this. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, we've only got 2 builders though. That's part of the problem. Reduce the number of woodcutters that we've got again. That's fine. Anything else that we want to reduce? Not really. Pretty much at a skeleton crew. At least everybody's got, like... Oh, you're about to burn out. At least everybody's got a... At least everybody's got a house. That's a good thing, right? That's a really good thing. Yeah, I wish I could set builders. I wish I could set builders to work in the night. That would be nice. It'd be nice, but I need a lot more approval, and I really do not have that approval. Oh, it's the high expectations. It's the fact that I've trained people up. It's the fact that I'm increasing their expectations. It's the fact that they need more food. It's the fact that they need a whole bunch of stuff, and now we've got this gone as well. Gosh darn it. Well, at least we've got some other campfires up and running. That is some relief. I mean, is there a heating? Small warehouse, organized heating? Yeah. They require a fire tender? That's what we need. That's absolutely what we need. I guess we'll try and set that for our research objective, but probably by the time that we get the organized heating thing done, it will be... winter will be over? Resource-wise, we're fine for resources? Yeah, it's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Wow, that mild pollution is... That is legitimately horrific. In fact, it's so bad that I think I'm going to deconstruct these buildings. Like, that is absolutely impossible to deal with. Yeah, like, just no way. No way at all. I think we want to build it out over here. To be honest with you. Yeah, that's what I think we're going to do. We're going to build... That is so bad. Okay, build this here. Because we've got the warehouse. We've got the storage shed right here, right? So that should be fine. And now if we put it up here... Do we want to make it even further away? If we put it up here, I'm thinking, oh, we'll only really impact... Only really impact the people that are coming here. Yeah, so that's set as high priority. We've got lots of campfires. Yeah. Okay. Whiskers without homes, but we... Please build enough houses that 0 whiskers are left homeless. That's already the case. That's already the case. There is nobody that's homeless. It's fine. Maybe I just demolish a house and then rebuild it? I guess we'll just try that. Sure. Okay. And that says that 2 people need a house. That's very strange. Okay, go up here. And... Go... There. Yeah, try that. Okay, we'll be able to build those very, very easily. Supply ship. Yeah, I'm actually kind of keen to get a supply ship in. A little bit of tea would be quite nice. Yeah, a little bit of tea. We'll take a little bit of tea. Nice. So supplies, that will make the difference. Still says we got 1 person. Says a high priority. Says a high priority. I mean, look, I want to set everything as a high priority, to be brutally honest. This also feels like a really bad thing to do. Quest complete. Here we go. We've done it, apparently. 40 approval. Don't mind if I do. We are probably going to lose all that approval over the course of this evening. That is not a... That is not a great vibe. There we go. Set that as a high priority as well. It's going to get built. It's going to get built. You know what? Cancel building that. We really don't need it. We need to rebuild this person's home, because I did kind of destroy that. Sorry. But the rest of it is fine. Okay, we're managing to keep everybody warm. I love how the fact that snow is being repulsed by the fires. I think that's really cool. There we go. And you know what? We can also get ourselves... Love the little campfire right in the center there. Beautiful. Beautiful. So just one worker in here. Just one worker in there. That's all we need. And if I go logistics, we can say, hey, we want copper ore to be held over here at the rate of 5. We want fuel. I don't know where fuel is. Here. That to be there. Everything else can be 0. Fine. Good. Sure. I don't know why we're storing resources there. Are we at capacity here? Ah, we're totally at capacity here. That is why. Well. Let's build a storage shed here then, I guess. Fine. How the heck are we out of wood already? Probably because I've been building all these flipping campfires around the place. Ooh, that does actually provide a little bit of warmth. That's kind of cool. Interestingly, the ore furnace doesn't provide any warmth, but the charcoal furnace does provide warmth. That's a little bit funky. Either way, wow, winter is surprisingly brutal. I mean, it's not surprisingly brutal. It's what you would expect, right? I don't think there's a pollution overlay. I don't think the campfire actually does give pollution. It does output pollution, but that's fine. One more day of education, please. The research is tough, man. I'm on day 20 and still have done, what, like 2 bits of research? I've not even built the flipping slide yet. Because I couldn't, because I didn't have the copper bars. Now I can, though. Very interested in that. We must be sorting out our cloaks. Yeah, we're definitely working on the cloaks. That's good. I'm happy with that. Yep. I did indeed say... Oh, my goodness. I think we should fix the pollution issue here. Like, that's what I hope, anyway. Either way, yeah, I want to build a slide today. Modifier, starving. Will die without food. Well, I'm afraid there's not very much that I can do about that. You're just going to have to eat some fish. Maybe we'll try and institute some overtime. Oh, wait, just kidding. I can't. I don't actually have any approval. If somebody does die, though, that would give us a good opportunity to build a graveyard. Not like that's a good thing. It's just something that I'm noting. I don't even have the wood to build any stairs up to here. Maybe I'll destroy something here. A mining camp. No, I just need more wood, to be honest. Give me another woodcutter. I feel like we got a lot of farms. I feel like we got a lot of farms and not a lot of collection happening. Maybe that's just me. Okay, the good news is storage shed, that's all built. That's kind of good. That one starving person. It's a bit oofy. I suppose our fuel is... Yeah, our fuel is literally just coming from this charcoal furnace. That's fine. Okay, well, we've got a recent death. That's not good. Starvation. You worked on the farm. It's not good at all, to be honest with you. Let's get that role replaced. And then let's look to get a grave. Yeah. Let's put it, like, over here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're having massive food issues. What can I say? It's really not good. It's really, really not good. We need more clothes. We need more clothes. We need more heat. We need more wood. We need more everything. We quite literally need everything. The scholarship is about to finish, though, so that is great. Please. Please. Education. Man, this just takes such a long time. It's been like 3 or 4 days of education here. I mean, that is a lot. That is a long, long, long time for all these, for these mice to be turned. Maybe it's more than like 3 or 4 days. Maybe it's like 5 days. Flippin' heck. Also, I am now thinking that it still hasn't done it. I don't believe it. Yeah, I am now thinking that the pollution is in fact coming from the campfires. I don't think it says, but I think it might be. Yeah. Because there is pollution over here, but I mean, the area that it will be in is not going to be huge. Whereas, and there's only like 5 or 6 people that actually go and work over here. Tops. Whereas I'm pretty certain that the number of mice that are going to be reporting pollution issues will be quite darned high. Come on. I can't believe we didn't finish the training today. What a joke. What a joke. Yeah, look at that. Mild pollution. I think that's wrong. I think that's wrong. There's no way that everybody passed through pollution today. There is no way. Also, that's happening 101 times. There's only like 40 mice here. So, I guess each time they pass through pollution, they get a -1 penalty? How's that possible? This feels like it's... That feels a little bit too large for me. That feels a little bit too large for me. Right, actually, you know what? On that note, I think we need to wrap things up. I could honestly do this all flippin' day. Yeah, research, as it turns out, quite challenging. That is really challenging to get on top of. We didn't even get to... I mean, there's flippin' tier 3 of research. The ability to do engineering, steam engines, steel smelting, blast furnace, oil press, passenger rail. Oh, I want to do it, but man, research is tough. Anyway, folks, we're gonna wrap it up for now. Thank you ever so much for watching. We just completed another quest. 40 approval, which can disappear this evening. Great, fantastic. Thank you ever so much for watching. I've been Orbital Potato, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.